Theo-Buddhism, it holds the view that once it's wrong, it can never be right. But if it's the truth, it will always remain the truth. No matter what you say, I still believe that silence is golden.
Upon first hearing this, undoubtedly very few of us can comprehend the hidden meanings within this statement. However, after reflecting on it a few times, I believe that many will see their own reflection in it. So, have you ever chosen silence? According to Buddhism, the greatest mistake of a human being is during moments of anger, we unload all our flaws and negative emotions onto those around us. Many justify this as being straightforward. But is it truly straightforward when those things are only expressed when our emotions reach their peak? The truth is, what bursts out in anger is not straightforwardness. It simply shows that you lack inner strength. Ultimately, all of the negative emotions in human beings stem from frustration with their own powerlessness. Therefore, if you are a courageous person, if you are in the right, then you have no need to get angry. And if you are wrong, then you have even less reason to get angry. So choose silence, as the ancients said. Learning to speak takes only 2 years, but learning to be silent takes a lifetime. Perhaps at some point in life, you will realize that 1,000 words are sometimes not as powerful as saying nothing at all. For this reason, in today's video, we will explore together the power of silence and how we can apply it in real life. Explaining why silence is so valuable, the answer is that for those who understand us, we do not need to explain to them. And for those who do not understand us, we also do not need to do that. Gautama Buddha once said to his disciples, "The tongue of mankind is like a sharp knife, cutting their lives to pieces with malicious words." From a young age, we have always been taught how to eat and how to speak, but no one teaches us that every word we utter carries a certain weight. Our words not only help us express our viewpoints, thoughts, or emotions, but they are also the most dangerous weapon in the world. Even when we do not physically harm others, our words can still inflict mental wounds upon them. Always remember that no matter how sharp a knife is, it cannot match the tongue of a human. It can hurt someone deeply without physical contact. It can cut into someone's heart without touching them. A sharp knife, no matter how sharp, cannot harm itself, but the human tongue can shatter its own life with a hurtful word. When we lack the courage to face the truth, we often resort to lies, resort to hurtful words to hide within. Then when we step out, we bear cracks that, once cracked, can no longer contain the goodwill of others. A long tangled thread can only be untangled by calm and patient hands. A complex issue can only be resolved with calm and compassionate words. Otherwise, it will only make things more complicated. The greatest and most harmful, hurtful words we have ever heard are not from someone else outside, but from ourselves, on a day when we forget to cherish ourselves, and we let slip from our mouths that we will never find peace. And some believe it for a lifetime. From that thought, from those words, the path of our life is determined. This is also why I affirm that words are the power of humanity, but they can also become a weakness if we do not know how to control them and learn to speak appropriately. Because when we speak kind and civilized words at the appropriate times, it becomes the very stepping stone to lead us towards success. But if we utter unkind words, or at the wrong times, it may very well plunge our lives into difficult situations. To better understand this power, I will share with you a story about the significance of keeping silence and how it can unleash its strength to change our lives. I hope that this story will help you comprehend why silence can be so powerful. Long ago in India, there was a renowned Zen master who lived in a tranquil forest, far removed from the noise of the outside world. He was known throughout the entire land of India for his wisdom and deep understanding of life and the human soul. One day, a king sought out this Zen master in the forest and said, "Oh, revered master, I always feel weary, disheartened, and angry. My mind is perpetually restless, even though I possess everything: power, wealth, subjects, reputation, and even indulgences that everyone yearns for. Yet I still cannot find inner peace. Master, please help me rid myself of this inner turmoil." The Zen master looked at the king and said, "Actually, you already have the answer within your mind. It's just that you haven't found it yet. To assist you, I would like you to undergo a trial. Would you be willing? After this trial, your life will no longer be plagued by restlessness or worries. Not receiving an immediate response, the king felt quite frustrated, but he still agreed to undertake the Zen master's trial. Seeing the king's willingness, the Zen master began to explain to him the journey of his trial. For the next 15 days, you will stay in my monastery and live as an ordinary person. During these 15 days, you will sit alone in silence and speak as little as possible. Hearing all the tasks he needed to accomplish, the king immediately accepted the Zen master's 15-day challenge. On the first day, the king noticed that his mind was more disturbed than usual. Numerous questions and thoughts kept arising, and he felt he couldn't live a simple life like everyone else. He strongly desired to talk and vent his worries, but he made an effort to restrain that desire and remained silent. However, when night fell, something miraculous happened. He began to feel inner peace and happiness emanating from within himself. This experience left him bewildered as he couldn't fathom why his restlessness had disappeared. The following day, the king continued to spend time alone, observing nature, fruits, plants, and the various birds in the sky. For the first time in his life, he genuinely appreciated the beauty of the nature surrounding him. Gradually, he became accustomed to the tranquility, settling into this ordinary life. 10 days passed, and all his inner turmoil and chaos gradually faded away. On the 12th day, the king entered a deep meditative state, closing his eyes. At this moment, his mind found freedom, and he experienced inner peace. After spending the final 3 days in deep meditation, the king approached the Zen master and said, "Master, I have discovered why my mind has always been in turmoil. It is because I have spoken too much, expending excessive energy on others. I carried negative thoughts within me, which wasted my time and prevented me from grasping inner peace." Take a moment to pause and take a deep breath. The king continued to speak. "The consequence of this is that I cannot focus on my goals and tasks, so I have failed in almost everything I have undertaken. These repeated failures make me feel more irritable and easily angered day by day, and I no longer feel happiness. Fortunately, I came to know Your Eminence, and this 15-day trial has helped me change my life. My confused thoughts have been cleared, my anger and impulsive temperament have been suppressed and gradually dissipated. Now, after so many years, I am experiencing genuine living for the first time. I also realize that in meditation, we should not force ourselves. Instead, we should allow it to happen naturally." Hearing the king's explanation, the Zen master emphasized that it was not just him. Many people worldwide also suffer from speaking excessively. Words not only lead to our own worries and harm us, but in today's age, many also use words to hurt others. This is why silence holds immense value. Those who understand the value of silence can find inner peace even in crowded and noisy environments. Many Buddhist scholars assert that being alone is akin to living in heaven, and the key to this affirmation is living in one's own world, which is also the journey to seek inner peace. In ancient texts from various cultures, they all speak of how our words reflect our beliefs and values. Silence makes us more patient and positive. Meditation helps us understand ourselves better. Therefore, dear viewers, I have a piece of advice for you. Spend at least 20 minutes alone each day. This can bring about positive changes in your life. Through today's video, we have explored the power of silence together. If you feel inspired by this story and find the information we've shared useful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue this journey with us. Your participation is one of the driving factors that help our journey achieve success more quickly. Thank you for watching our video, and we look forward to seeing you in the next ones.